Welcome to the Central Loans Induction. This induction should give you the information to be able to confidently book equipment or facilities through Central Loans. We will cover the following information: equipment access and how it is organized, booking equipment online, altering your booking, risk assessments and how to submit them, collecting equipment and what to check, looking after equipment, returning equipment and our fines policy, technical facility booking. Throughout this video, you will see this QR code on screen, and if you scan it, you will be sent to a page with useful information and relevant links, many of which we will be discussing in this video. Central Loans provides a loan service of technical equipment for all students and staff in the College of CATE. We stock a wide range of technical resources, including but not limited to cameras, audio recording equipment, lighting, tools, projectors, and speakers. We also offer bookings for technical facilities such as audio recording or editing rooms, film or photographic studios. You can talk to us about any technical information or questions regarding the equipment, and we can be found in G Block at Bower Ashton. We are open from 9 until 4:30 every weekday, excluding holidays and outside of term time. Once you've completed this induction and subsequent quiz, you will be able to book equipment through our booking site, Connect2. It's a good idea to bookmark this page so that you can find it easily in the future. Initially, you will have access to a wide range of standard equipment. Throughout your time at university, you will attend course-allocated technical workshops specific to certain items of equipment. When you complete these workshops, only then will you be able to book them through Connect2. It's useful to have a look through Connect2 so you can see the equipment you have access to, even if it isn't something you need immediately. There is a range of resources on Connect2 that will require you to complete a workshop before you are able to access booking them. A workshop is a training course that will be run by a technical instructor showing you how to use an item of equipment correctly to get the best result. Your course tutors will plan and arrange these technical workshops depending on your module or course requirements. You may need to speak to the Student Project Coordinator team if a workshop hasn't been planned for an item of equipment which you feel is important to your work that you don't have access to. We've added the Student Project Coordinator team's contact information in the description of this video. Additionally, there are also online training programs available on the Connect2 homepage, such as Zoom Sound Recorder or Ladder and drill training. Once you've completed any technical workshop, remember to print your name clearly on the attendance register or ensure the instructor knows your details to pass on that you have completed the training. If we can't read your name or number, or if it is written incorrectly, it will slow your access to equipment. So, in summary, Connect2 is the Central Loans booking site. You may need to complete a workshop to access equipment. Any other access requirements, contact the Student Project Coordinator team, and always print your name clearly on registers. You will need to do the following to make a booking ready for collection: create an online booking and submit a risk assessment. First, let's show you how to create an online booking. When booking your equipment, you will need to use our online booking site, Connect2. To create a booking, log into Connect2 by using your student username and password. Next, click Book by Category and choose the category you need. Add the equipment you need to your basket by clicking on the Add to Basket button. You can add multiple items to your basket whilst creating your booking to avoid making multiple bookings. On the calendar screen, select the time and dates you want to collect and return the equipment. All our equipment has a maximum booking period, which you won't be able to exceed, so make sure you are keeping your booking concise. Red blocks of time in the calendar represent items that are unavailable. This means that you will not be able to book over that period for those items. Once you've checked that everything is correct, continue through to our Code of Conduct, and once you've read that, click Submit and your booking will be created. You will then see a booking reference number. It is a good idea to make a note of this number, as you'll need it when submitting the risk assessment for your booking. So, in summary, log in using your student username and password. Book equipment for the appropriate amount of time. You cannot book over red blocks in the calendar page. And remember your Connect 2 reference number for risk assessment submission. Once you have made an equipment booking, the next step is to complete a risk assessment form and submit it via the Central Loans Risk Assessment System. Risk assessment forms are a record of the location and activities involved in your work and exist to highlight hazards that may impact your work, to ensure your safety and the safety of others. Risk assessments are also a legal agreement between yourself and the university and are necessary for consultation in the event of any incidents or accident. It's an industry standard to risk assess, so this is a fantastic opportunity to perfect the process. Risk assessment forms can be straightforward to complete, and we supply template risk assessment forms for you on the homepage of Connect 2. You will need to complete and submit your risk assessment so it can be approved by your tutor in time for collection. For more information about filling in your risk assessment form, contact your tutor. To submit a completed risk assessment form, you will need to upload it via the Central Loans Risk Assessment System, and you can find the link to this on the booking completion page or the homepage of Connect 2. Make sure to fill in all the correct information when submitting a risk assessment form, including course, year, and module. Once you have submitted the risk assessment form, you will receive an email confirming the upload and then a second email once the risk assessment has been approved or rejected. Please allow plenty of time for risk assessments to be approved. Risk assessing does not end when you have submitted the form. You should be proactively checking for any additional hazards which may appear during your work and factoring these in retroactively by resubmitting your risk assessment. So, in summary, complete one of our template risk assessment forms. Upload it via the link on the homepage of Connect 2. You'll receive an email once your risk assessment has been approved. And continue to assess risks whilst continuing work. If for some reason the equipment you've booked needs altering, you can go back into the booking to change it. To do this, go to the bookings bar at the top of the Connect 2 homepage where it says Active Bookings. Click on this, and at the bottom of the next page, it will give you a list of your resource bookings. Click on the reference number highlighted in blue. This will take you to the resource booking summary page. On the right-hand side, you will see several options. You can either edit your booking. This means you can alter anything about your booking, whether that be changing the time, date, quantity, or even add items to this booking. Delete your booking. This will remove your booking, freeing up the equipment for anyone else who might need it. Cancel items. This will allow you to cancel items off the booking instead of deleting the whole booking. Renew your booking. This is useful if you are unable to return at the time you specified due to traffic or any unexpected delays. Providing the equipment is available, this will grant you a single extension of the booking for up to 24 hours. So, in summary, go to the Active Bookings tab on the Connect 2 homepage. You can edit, delete or cancel items from your booking, and renewing your booking for up to 24 hours can be done if equipment is available. Before you come to collect your equipment, there are some things to remember. Bring your student card. You will need this to get into the building, and you will need to show it at the desk when collecting your equipment. We will only give equipment to the person who made the booking and submitted the risk assessment. Anyone else will not be allowed the equipment. If you don't have identification, you may have your booking refused. Arrive at the time you specified when you made your booking, because uncollected bookings are automatically removed after 3 hours to make resources available to other students. Also, continually arriving late for collection or not collecting at all may result in the loss of loan privileges. If for any reason you are unable to collect at the time specified, alter the booking yourself or contact us. We are not able to transfer your booking to another person. Before collecting equipment, try to assess how much equipment you're likely to have and if you will need any help to transport it. As part of the collection process, it's a requirement for you to check all your equipment before you leave the loans area, ensuring that the equipment is complete and in full working order, including checking for items such as batteries, media cards, and cables. There is information located around the loans checking area to help you check your equipment correctly. We have kit lists inside of most equipment cases. These list all the equipment that should be in the case. These include a QR code, which will take you to an information guide page about the item of equipment. These guides let you know what should be in each kit, as well as helpful information about how to use the equipment and any troubleshooting techniques. If you discover an issue whilst checking your kit, let us know and we may be able to help resolve it. If you take equipment away and discover an issue, we may not be able to provide any assistance and any damages or missing items will be your responsibility. If you are unsure of anything or feel that something is missing or broken, talk to us at the loans desk or email us. You can find our contact details on the red stickers attached to the equipment or on the homepage of Connect 2. So, in summary, bring your student ID card and arrive on time. Check your equipment thoroughly before you leave. There are kit lists and equipment guides available to gain more information on equipment. And if you find something missing or broken, let us know as soon as possible. Once you have loaned out your equipment, you are expected to respect it, which means taking reasonable precautions to ensure the safekeeping of the equipment, whether in use or when stored. When using the equipment, we recommend that you make notes about how you received the equipment and return it as you found it. Do not over-tighten or completely loosen screws, nuts, or bolts, as this may lead to equipment failure. If using a camera on a tripod, it must not be left unattended if it is likely to fall. Looking after the equipment also includes storing equipment safely and not leaving it unattended. We recommend following these guidelines for storing equipment when not in use. Keep all equipment in the case or bag that it is issued to you in. Try not to stack equipment on top of each other, if likely to cause damage. Store in a secure place, like your home or in a lockable room on campus. Never leave equipment in a vehicle unattended or overnight. This is how 80% of Central Loans equipment is stolen. In the event of a theft, report it to the police immediately and take note of the crime reference number. Then contact Central Loans as soon as possible with a full account of what happened, with the crime reference number via email. If equipment is returned damaged or with missing items, you may be held responsible for the cost of replacement. So, in summary, respect the equipment and return it in the state you were given. Store equipment in an appropriate location. Never leave equipment unattended or in a vehicle. Report any loss or theft to us immediately. Equipment needs to be returned at the time you specified in your booking and in the same condition as it was collected. Equipment can also be returned early if no longer needed. Give yourself plenty of time to collect any data files, format any memory cards, or switch back any settings you might have changed before you are due to return the equipment. Equipment does not have to be returned by the person who collected it. This is especially useful if you become ill and need to ask a friend to return it for you. Other students or staff may be relying on the prompt and tidy return of the equipment you have loaned. Therefore, returning late or in a mess may delay their usage. If you return equipment late, Central Loans runs a fines policy for late equipment returns. The fine for late returns is £5 per item per day. This includes weekends and holidays and will start the moment the equipment is late. If you have a fine on your account, you will be unable to make bookings until the fine is paid in full. Central Loans fines can be paid at either the Art Shop online store, and you can access that via the QR code on screen, or the Art Shop on campus. If you intend to pay through the Art Shop on campus, you will need to show your receipt to the Central Loans desk after payment. If equipment has been damaged or lost due to negligence, you may be required to pay the cost of replacement. Any fines left outstanding by completion of your course may prevent you from graduating. So, in summary, return equipment before the time you specified. Export all data, format cards, and clean up equipment before returning. If you're late, the Central Loans fine policy is £5 per item per day. If equipment is damaged or lost, you may be held responsible. When booking facilities, you will need to use our online booking site, Connect 2. To create a facility booking, log into Connect2 by using your student username and password. Next, click Book by category and choose the category you need. The main three differences between facilities and equipment bookings are: first, facilities are booked in blocks of time, usually 3 or 4 hours at a time. Second, if you want to book more than one block of time, you will need to make a separate booking. Third, not all spaces require a risk assessment to be submitted before being booked, although the Foley Studio and Production Studio do. All facilities should be treated with respect and in much the same way as equipment, with keys being collected and returned on time. The spaces need to be left in the same state as you find them, with studios being cleaned up after use. All room keys are to always stay on campus. Evening access will require keys to be returned to the key returns box next to central loans before the building is locked at night. Open flames, electrical devices, and any other potentially hazardous substances used in the studios as part of your project will need clearance from a member of the technical team beforehand. Report any incidents or accidents to a member of staff immediately. So, in summary, rooms are bookable similarly to equipment, except in blocks of time. Treat the rooms with respect and leave them clean and tidy after use. Room keys are not to leave campus and must be returned to the desk or the key return box. Report any incidents or accidents to a member of staff immediately. Congratulations! You have now completed this video, and you should have all the information you need to confidently answer the following questions to show your understanding of central loans procedures. Passing the following quiz will require a minimum of 8 out of 10 correct answers. Once you have passed the quiz, we aim to grant access as soon as possible, but it may take longer for access to be granted during busy periods or over weekends or holidays. This is a reminder that you can find all our information on the QR code on screen. If you have any other questions, speak to us at the desk.